everyone, this is Chelsea, Chidramablog, Chidrama, and I'm here for another episode of Chelsea's Life. Miss. Yes, hello. So, I have something very fun and interesting this time around in Chidramablog, Chelsea's Life. Anyway, so there's an amazing woman named Rydia Kim. Her name's from Final Fantasy IV, so that already tells you this woman is freaking phenomenal. So I'm very happy, and I'm so blessed that I met her. Yeah, she's based out of Itaewon, and she has a fashion line named VARYD. 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 Yeah, so go ahead and check that out because I have a link at the bottom. A link at the bottom for VARYD.com. So if you want to get you some varied clothes, go ahead and check out that website. There's legit like only 100 of each item made. So once they're gone, they're gone. Apparently. So Rydia messaged me one day and she's like, Chelsea, could you model for VARYD? I was like, actually, I have the message. Hold on, let me find it. Because it was life-changing. I was like, she messaged me! I was very confused. I was like, she messaged me? Why did she message me about this? But the message with VARYD is that not only is it's varying styles, everybody can, it's not about this skinny fashion type thing. It's like it's something for everybody, which I think is really dope. She's really trying to step out of the box as far as who she allows to model, and she's very firm on her belief system, and she really fights for it to be or remain a moral company with a very high moral standard. She doesn't Photoshop the actual actors. Did I say actors? She photoshops the background, but she doesn't so much Photoshop the models themselves, which is super dope. Let's see if you guys feel the same way I feel after I read this. Hey, my clothing line VARYD landed a gigantic presentation in front of 18 marketing executives from around the world for their annual Inspiration Day, and this year's location is Seoul. Somehow, I was chosen as the 2 fashion brands representing Korea. Anyway, I have to prepare a 10 to 15 minute presentation, handouts, showcase the collection, etc. Was wondering if you could possibly model the clothes at the presentation. Pardon? You guys, I was so surprised. I was like, I read it like 3 times. I read it 3 times because I have a three strike rule in my life. So I do a lot of things 3 times. And I was like, wow, I've been scouted to model. I was scouted to help with, I wasn't scouted to, but I was. See, I'm reliving it. Either way, I immediately said, actually, let's see. She's like, oh, this, can you? And I was like, I'd love to. Let me check my life. Because I'm dramatic, it happens. But yes, so I ended up doing it. It was at the Shrinky Club, or not Shrinky Club. Well, no, it is like a Shrinky lounge, a Shrinky bar in Apgujeong-rodeo. Oh, yeah. The Chamber. So, yeah, and, there were 4 of us, so it was me, another woman named Veronica, then there was Winnie. I'll put a link to his site below too because Winnie's cool, and Marshall. I have to find his information to put down below as well, but they're super cool peeps, so check them out. Yeah, Marshall was like, oh, by the way, I do a radio show would you like to be on the radio show? And I was like, okay, sure. He was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna ask you about like I want you to find like music or request songs from like the 70s and up. And I was like, I immediately thought of Bootsy. Bootsy, play it one more time. But then some of the songs I was actually thinking of were actually later dates than he wanted. So I was like, oh, this is gonna be a big problem. So I essentially was like, hey, play songs from these two bands, because I can't think of a song that's, you know, older. And then afterwards I was like, oh, that song, oh, that song, oh, that song. Pardon? It was super dope. And so, oh yeah, so with the chamber, oh, I wish I had gotten video of this, because it was so gimmicky, and I fell for it, and I was okay with it because it was super cool. And like, so it's in Kdrama Rodeo, and it's like out of exit 4. Exit 4, yeah. So if you go out of exit 4, and then you're gonna like make a right at the next like big street or whatever, and then it's like right in front of you. You'll see like a place called Loco or whatever. And so you go down the steps into the basement. You go down the steps into the basement, and then there's like a little room, and it has a bookcase. And then you have to find the book, and then you press the book. I was like, this is such a cliche game. So my I mean, I guess I am kind of easily impressed as well. That's not true. I got standards. But that was super cool. And the bar was like super swanky. It was a very super swanky lounge place. The lights did not go above sea level. So the executives came in and they had a little lounge experience or whatever at that bar, because apparently that bar is kind of like the latest trending bar these days. And we did a little runway thing, and interacted with the executives a little bit, and then took a picture, and then the executives had to run off. Like they had actually canceled some of their prior engagements because they were too tired. They had cocktails. Oh, there was this one. You must try the Queen Bee Swizzle. Queen Bee Sizzle Swizzle, whatever. But there was like, mind you, it's super funky, so yeah, dude, it was really funny because we were sitting there trying to order drinks, and I was like, I don't know what to order. I want something simple, and girl, y'all, children's, I said, can I have a Shirley Temple? Jesus, it came out my mouth, y'all. I said, Shirley Temple. I went to a swanky bar, y'all, and asked for a Shirley Temple. Lord Jesus. So I was like, I need to change my mind here. I need to reevaluate. And so I picked up the menu again, and I was like looking through, because I'm not a drinker, I have like some pretty bad experiences with like drunks. So I was like, I'm not really about this alcohol life, and which is kind of like, I think also kind of stunts my growth, my social growth in Korea, because Korea is quite a very alcohol heavy society. So yeah, but I got a virgin, so it was pretty delicious. It was divine. So, but at the same time, even though I ordered, y'all, I was trying to order a Shirley Temple, y'all. They gave us some Lay's chips, so So, I mean, I liked it and all, but, I was feeling like I wasn't swanky while I was there, because I ordered a Shirley Temple, and then they're going to put in a pretty beautiful bowl some Lay's chips. So I had to ask them, I was like, I got some peanuts, like, what is this? You can give us some greasy Lay's chips for? And he was like, oh, I can prepare some Lay's chips. I can prepare some peanuts. And I was like, yes, please. And then the other woman, Veronica, he was like, oh, you guys, your Korean is so good. And I was like, she's Korean. But she's like, oh, I get that I look Mongolian a lot. And I was like, okay, well, my peanuts. So then after, we went back to Rydia's house, and we had a little fashion shoot, which I think is why I keep saying fashion shoot instead of runway modeling. What do you call that? what do you call it? Yes. Yo, I got scouted to do modeling. Wow, I never thought that would happen to me, but it did, and I'm very happy it was varied because, you know, she has a very strong message with her line. She has come from a very interesting life, a very, like, I don't know, I feel like a lot of her experiences would really break other people, so I'm very happy she's like pushing forward with this line. She does a lot of volunteer work, disrupted voices to help out, you know, with like abuse or sexual abuse, things like that. And so she has her own stories, and so I'm gonna make her autobiography. So look forward to that because it will be worth the read. It really will. I have to read this message because it's super, super awesome, and this is like something that I would like to be able to share on my Facebook later as well. Ready? So the day was by far the most important day of my life thus far. Not only did I have an incredibly successful interview with the biggest fashion industry magazine in Korea, Fashion Biz, but my little clothing brand, VARYD, was selected as one of 2 Korean fashion brands to showcase in front of 18 marketing executives from around the world for their annual Inspiration Day. The other designer to represent is none other than the amazing Young-hee, who I look up to and admire so much! Exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. The universe is truly blessing me so much. I feel overwhelmed. No successful person has done it alone. I have been given so many talented, giving, loving, and incredible friends who support and inspire me. I have been blessed with so much inner strength and fire in my short life on earth to overcome as well as really grow from all of the negative experiences. I look forward to waking up each day. I wake up with more ambition than the day before. I will continue to hustle hard for the right reasons. All of you that have been there for me during these times of utter devastation, I want you to know you guys are the main driving force behind my desire to succeed. I want to pay you back for all your love, and I will. Hashtag, I am blessed. Hashtag, thank you so much. Girl, I love you. Either way, again, I know I keep saying it, but definitely, Rydia, thank you so much for, you know, choosing me for such an important day, such an extremely important day, because actually there was this particular presentation, there was only 2, as I mentioned, well, as she mentioned to me and I read to you, there's only 2 fashion designers in Korea that were chosen for this presentation. So yeah, that was my experience of my first time being scouted as a model. So yeah. Oh, and then to talk more about the fashion shoot, I need a lot to work on. Because you guys know, like, well, you don't know, but I'm going to tell you now. I don't really like looking at mirrors. Right now, I'm in, like, a healthy, like, transition right now. So I'm trying to look more at myself in the mirror and really accept myself for who I am, and then look at myself more as needing more improvement than to be fixed or changed. So as I was doing it, you know, when we finished the shoot or whatever, you know, I asked her if there was ways I can improve, and, you know, she was saying like, oh, you know, you should look in the mirror and really practice and find what angles work for you and that you like, and things like that. And I was like, so yes, this was also kind of an, you know, it kind of ignited a flame in my spirit as well, because then, you know, if I want to do more of this, if I want to be accepted doing this, then I have to meet halfway. So I definitely, again, want to thank Rydia Kim VARYD for allowing me to take part in such a very special day for her, and actually a special day for me as well, since it was my first time doing such a thing. Because I heart you, Rydia, and I look forward to the growth of VARYD. Thank you, and that's all for now.